Action.
Jesus.
Action.
Are we ready?
I think he said it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did.
Cheers.
Hey guys, cheers. Welcome to Girlology, buddies.
Hello. What
Hi.
the fuck is up, motherfuckers? My name is Ling.
My name is Mel.
And wait, do I? Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Izzy Svmmers, guys.
We have a special guest tonight. I can't even talk right now.
We're excited.
We're excited. I'm drinking some passion fruit wine, mixed with some, I don't know what else.
It's disgusting.
No. It's all like balancing me out. You know, it's just what I need.
Let me try this. I haven't tried it yet.
What's the verdict?
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like a 3.8, right?
it's like a wine it's a red blend.
It gave
Yeah,
me like
red
you've been
blend.
drinking wine for years and now you're on a budget, so you'll drink the driest, reddest wine you can find. That's what it's giving me.
And that's my Yelp review.
Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome, Izzy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us on the
Yes,
podcast. So,
we're
like,
so excited.
Izzy has literally been trying to be on the podcast since we started.
Not me, you making me sound like a fan.
No. But I'm saying that she's been supporting since day one. So shout out to you because this
Yes.
is episode 5, and you've been supporting since episode 1.
I
So,
mean,
baby, we appreciate you.
It was about time we got a podcast that wasn't male
You feel
driven.
me? And no, it just kind of made sense because you are literally in town from New York because you just moved there, right?
Yes, I did.
So tell us a little bit about where you're at in life right now, what you're doing. You know, tell us about you.
Okay, so I moved about 3 months now to New York. It's been pretty cool. It's different experience, a whole different environment from Miami. Miami's just a certain way, and then New York is like a whole different world.
Okay, but explain the difference in between both.
Baby, you can go to a party and a girl will be there with full hair of armpits and a tight dress and a mini dress.
And
know?
nobody would give a fuck.
Right, because, like, who gives a fuck
Exactly,
if she wants to
period.
not shave her armpits,
I
you know?
agree.
And
I
I kind of
agree.
love that because at the same time, I'm like, oh, my God, you got to look aesthetically pleasing. But then I'm like, why? Just be your fucking self,
Exactly.
you know? And I feel like that's, like, the mentality, like, a lot of people in Miami, like, are stuck on, and it's, like, a lot of pressure.
Superficial, yeah.
Superficial.
It's a lot of pressure.
Materialistic.
Yes, it is. Like, I felt like a lot of pressure to look a certain way and be a certain way when I was, like, down here. And over there, I'm just like, I'm me. Take it or leave it. you
And
know?
everybody loves it. Oh, amazing. That sounds
yeah.
like the life. I would thrive.
Pretty interesting. It's
I
pretty
would
interesting.
thrive.
New York is a whole different like ball game. I feel like everybody there's just on the go and they don't give a fuck about
Right.
anything.
Yeah, like everyone's just minding their own business, like,
Right.
and it's the most beautiful thing ever. And you mostly see it in the subways. The subways where
Yeah.
you notice that like New York people just mind their own fucking business.
I mean,
Don't
we
talk
see
to me.
we see videos of these like
Oh,
motherfuckers
yeah.
fucking in the train, and everybody's just like,
Yo, dead ass.
like,
That video was iconic. I feel them. You know, sometimes you just like
You
the
just
trains
wanna-
take a long time, and
But you just gotta
can't
be
wait.
adventurous. You feel me? Just cross that off the bucket list. Like,
let me just
Fucking
go
yeah.
inside. And it was like in between the two little things
Yeah,
meeting, and
yeah.
she just like he ripped her shirt off, and he was
Tits
like
on the
yes.
wall, like,
On the window.
Yes,
Hey,
it
bro.
was giving Titanic, low budget Titanic, but I was for it.
And the man was just right there, sitting there, minding her own business, just like looking, and she's like, oh.
Perfect example. Perfect
Like-
example. That's
And here in Miami, oye, esa tiene las tetas ahí en la
Mira
ventana.
esa falta de respeto.
¿Cómo?
¿Qué es esto? Era un tren.
llamen
era
a la
un tren.
policía ahora mismo.
El police,
Yeah, but
police.
it's definitely like a whole different environment. So it's really nice. It's really nice that I can just be myself. And like
That's amazing.
they love the girls over there, you know, and it's just everything's more like queer driven, which I love. I love how like it's so involved and like there's so many options for queer people. For
amazing.
example, like we have a whole hospital dedicated to us and like for our needs that understand certain things we go through that heterosexual people don't go through, which is
Wow.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of crazy
Wow.
that you mentioned that because the other day I was actually like researching because I wanted to get ready for the interview.
Right.
And I was reading on like the different struggles that, you know, transgender people go through.
Yeah.
And one of the things is getting medical like services,
Yeah.
especially like when you're transitioning because it's hard to like change your like identification
Right.
and whatnot. So a lot of people struggle with that. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised that New York has that.
A
Well,
whole hospital. I'm shocked.
It's multiple. It's called Colin Lawrence, and then there's like Mount Sinai, which has like a whole like sections dedicated. But yeah, it's really nice. I mean, like, they can be perfect. They're not perfect, but they're working their way out there. Like, and there can always be better. But like, it's amazing that that's a start. You know, like they have.
That's fucking.
And it's the only hospital in the world.
Well, I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't want to be quoted on that. But they're like, I know in New York at least there's like Mount Sinai, and then there's Colin Lords, which Colin Lords is specifically for the LGBT community, which is amazing.
That's fire.
Amazing.
Yeah, like I went and I was 2 weeks in New York and I had healthcare. I had healthcare that covered all my needs for transitioning, and within a month I have my hormones, I have my blockers, I have a doctor, I have full panel tests, everything
under your health insurance,
fully covered. Yeah,
sweetie.
So it's like
that's a flex,
and that's why I was like, I need to get out of Florida.
You sign up for like regular
So for example, like over there, it's health insurance is more accessible to low income people, which is amazing, you know.
Wow.
You can be low incomes on paper. But,
right.
You know, the government don't need to know everything.
Exactly.
But,
that's how we get our coins back from the government. Fuck the taxes. Fuck the taxes.
So, yeah, you could just,
fuck Uncle Sam.
You know, just
fuck Uncle Sam. Fuck the
health
man.
insurance over there is just, like, so much easier, at least in my experience, to get.
I mean, you've been living there for a couple months, right?
3.
Okay,
yeah, I have my follow out. Officially have my psych evaluation for like, cause I moved over there for mainly health insurance and then a couple of surgeons, cause I want to do certain surgeries over there with world-renowned doctors.
That's amazing.
And that they're known for that, and I get it covered like 100% by insurance.
And how much? Can I ask? Is that question like how much is the insurance?
Well, I don't pay anything out of pocket.
No.
No, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, New York.
Shout out to
New York.
Doing a thing.
What? That's amazing. You left me in shock right now. I'm about to just pack my little maletica ahí. Me voy para Nueva York.
No, fuimos para allá.
This wine tastes like ass, but I'm gonna drink it. All right.
Fuck it though. Blunt sip. I mean, blunt. Well, I said it wrong. Blunt hits and wine sips.
Yes.
There you go. That's a fucking no blunts though. No blunts after though. I got a little some. But that's fucking amazing. I'm glad that you made that decision to just move out there and do what you want.
Great.
I know you've been thinking about doing this for a while. So like, how did you get to that point? How did you get to, damn, I'm really gonna move my entire life to a brand new state and I'm gonna do this?
A manic episode.
Okay.
I was in a manic episode, kind of, with reason. I was going through a lot, and I felt for me the best thing to do at the moment was go to New York. Like, I was, okay, let's do this. This is what I want to do. And it honestly was the best decision I ever did. And it's like awesome. Like, I get to tell my grandkids, if I have fucking grandkids, that I got to pack my fucking car in a truck with my 2 fucking annoying ass cats that I love to death, a trailer, and drove 24 hours to start a whole new life.
I remember you posting about that on your Instagram.
I was so
looking at your story.
So you drove by yourself.
Yeah, by myself.
And the cats.
And the cats
Pickles
with
and
a
jelly
trailer.
Pickles.
I have a friend that has pickles and pumpkin.
Oh.
And it's like 2 black cats.
No.
Shout out Chini.
Yeah, a trailer. A trailer.
And you had a trailer lying around, or you bought?
No, I rented a U-Haul.
Okay.
But I actually, like, my family does have trailers lying around, but I just was not in the mood to get one of their trailers and return it. So.
I just, for some reason, when I think of trailers, I think of those like long silver trailers. I don't know.
No,
and
I
was
just
U-Haul.
like, it was a U-Haul.
She just took a trailer with her 2 cats.
No. That would have been interesting. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, God damn.
Just trailers, just trailers. No vibes. So I
just
forgot how it goes.
Just U-Hauls.
U-Hauls and vibes.
Just one.
Trailers and vibes.
Fuck it.
Okay, so when did you feel like when did you realize you didn't feel like you're just assigned gender?
Okay, so my coming out as trans revelation was when I was like around like my 20s. It was 22, 23, and I was just like,
how old are you now?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I officially started
When's
my
your birthday?
December 8th. I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius?
I will terrorize you. But yeah, I started my journey officially when I turned 23. When I was 23, ending of 23, and before that, I had like spoken about it to my cousin, and I came out and I kind of took it back because I was just so scared and it was just so much pressure and I didn't tell anyone. But subconsciously, I've been transitioning since I was 21. Yeah.
Okay.
21, I moved out to the farm and I was like, I'm going to grow out my hair. Okay. And like once I finished growing out my hair and I feel like more comfortable to be like, hey, I'm trans, I'll do that. So I grew out my hair, moved back to Miami. I lasered my beard. And then once I like finished lasering my beard, I was like, hey, y'all, I'm trans and I'm on hormones.
And did your family accept you?
They fucking better. Like, what the fuck else are they going to do? Like, I'm the light of their life.
Okay. Are you the only child?
No, unfortunately, I am a sibling of 3. And I'm the middle
child.
Yeah.
You have middle child syndrome for sure.
Stop it. I have an older brother and a younger brother.
Okay.
That's like 2 years old. So, like, yeah.
Oh, my God. My brother's 10. So, that's a very big difference. I feel that. Though.
Babe, I can be my brother's mom.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever you want to fucking call it. But, yeah, like.
I love it, though. Now you have a 2-year-old.
It makes me uncomfortable.
So, you moved to the farm. How was it? How long did you live there?
I lived there for 2 years and a half. It was an amazing experience. I got to do one of the most, like, the thing that I love to do the most, which is work with animals.
You have goats?
I have goats. I have lambs. I have cows.
I want to go to your farm.
Oh, my God.
I'm obsessed with goats. I love goats.
So your family owns a farm?
Right. I convinced them to buy a farm.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
when I was 15.
The favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was 15, I was like, I think we should get a ranch and I think we should get a horse.
Okay.
And then, like, it took me, like, 6 months.
Where's the farm?
Well, we started off in Chrome, and we had 2 properties in Chrome, and then from Chrome, we moved out to Lewiston.
Okay, bitch.
Right.
Okay, bitch.
So horses, goats,
yeah,
chickens.
like I'm a horse girl.
She got money.
Did you ever do like the competition thing? Like
no, I'm not. I'm poor, so I
just
rode the horses for fun.
Yes, my coworker does.
She does it.
Yeah. She was showing us pictures at happy hour the other day of her riding like in competitions. I was like, wow.
That's too much discipline. I like Western, so I rode Western like the cowboys and the cowgirls. Yeehaw, motherfuckers.
All right.
Okay.
So I bet you had like a lot of time to yourself to really like mentally prepare yourself for that like big transition and you didn't?
No. It's like day by day. Like nobody has a guidebook to transitioning, which is like the biggest and most important thing is finding your community. Because once you find your community, like you have so many questions that can get answered.
So what does it mean to be transgender? Because I feel like a lot of people, they don't really understand it. And they don't try to, right?
So close-minded.
Very close-minded. I experienced that a lot in Miami, especially. But to me, what it means being transgender is like someone powerful and strong that like decided against all the norms and all the like the things against that person. They're still gonna be themselves. So it represents beauty and like strength to me.
Beauty and strength.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because like everyone's beautiful in their own way, but like I just feel like for us it's just so hard. We're constantly so worried about if we're passable enough, if like people are gonna clock us, this and that. So like fuck it, just be yourself and be beautiful. Like you're beautiful as long as you're expressing yourself in like the way you want to and the way you feel comfortable. Because the moment you're doing something that you don't feel like yourself, like people can tell.
Yeah.
People can tell you're not being genuine or anything.
People see the energy, they feel it.
Yes.
You know?
And like another thing that like a lot of girls feel like being transgender, especially like in our community, like society puts so much pressure onto us to look a certain way or like so like hyper femininity and all this stuff. So like I feel like a lot of the girls think they need to look a certain way, which is like terrible because then you know, to each their own. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead. And I don't judge. But, like, I see some girls, and I've talked to some girls that, like, just because they thought, and I went through that, just because what they thought society needed or wanted from them. And they ended up doing all these things to their bodies, and then they're not happy because, like, they started out looking beautiful, and then, like, they thought they needed to look a certain way, and then, like, whatever the case may be, and they ended up unhappy. So like that's one thing.
The social media pressures.
Yeah,
we've been
body dysmorphia everywhere.
We've been dying to do an episode on how social media has just taken a toll on us, and like
with the people that you least expect, like body dysmorphia is such a big thing that the same girls that you see posting their bodies that everyone hypes up are the same girls that have the same insecurities as all of us. So I just feel like people need to like take a step back from social media and stop feeling so pressured by it.
I just feel like just people compare themselves like to this unrealistic image.
And that's actually one of the first things my friend told me when I started my transition was like, this is your journey and it's nobody else. Do not compare it to anybody else.
Right.
Because if you compare yourself constantly to anyone else, you're never going to be happy.
Somebody told me this great quote that goes, comparison is the thief of joy.
Ooh.
That's
I love
pretty good.
that.
That is pretty good.
And I was like,
who said that?
Facts.
Shout out Ellie. Ooh. I really like that. Comparison is a thief of joy.
Yes.
It is a thief
because
of
we're all
joy.
one of ones. You feel me? Like there's no way to compare ourselves to somebody else. It's unrealistic. Like we're never going to be the same. I feel like now more than ever, social media has really, really played a key role in that. Like,
it's shaping us.
People are constantly like people that think, "Damn, I want to look like her." That girl's like, "Damn, I want to look like her." Right. So it's like you're never happy. Ever.
And I personally got a first-hand experience in all of that. So like,
So was it difficult, like when you made that final choice of I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna move to the farm, I'm gonna grow my hair, I'm gonna do everything, like? During that time, did you ever go through like hardships, like mentally or like with the relationships in your lives?
I feel like the hardships were more like self battles within yourselves. It was like, should I come out? Should I not? Is this what I want to do? Is not like it was just like a lot of like within yourself battles. So in the farm overall, the only reason that like it got kind of hard just being out there was the fact that it was boring as shit.
Right.
I was in a yeehaw ass fucking farm with yeehaw ass like environment. I have thank God I had like the coolest fucking neighbors ever because they were my escape.
So this was okay. I'm here thinking like school. I'm like, did you go to school?
No, I graduated and then
you know, I thought about the same thing. I'm like, so did you transfer?
No.
I was like, did you transfer schools? Like you went all the way to a yeehaw school? Like,
no, I would die.
I was gonna say some ignorant shit right now, but
I mean, say it with your chest, girl.
No, because it's the stereotype.
Okay. Vamos.
It's the stereotype of like homestead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's a stereotype like Hialeah.
Right.
So Homestead has their own stereotype.
I'll take Hialeah over Homestead.
Ooh, eso está duro, eso está fuerte.
I feel like Hialeah has an extra brain cells while Homestead has one less.
I think Hialeah. Shots. I think Hialeah has way too many brain cells.
Right, they're just on go, and relax because you're too on go.
Yeah,
it's too much over there, bro.
Okay, so I have a juicy question that I really want to ask. How often do you get approached by men who have girlfriends, and how do you deal with them?
Okay, that's a good one.
It is.
So I don't like to be cocky or anything, but like I'm hot.
You are, bitch. Yeah.
Own it.
Confidence is yes.
Beauty's in the eye of the
She's
beholder.
A bad bitch.
But
exactly.
Yeah, like Amen. I know what I bring to the table, and honestly, I get approached way too often by men who do have girlfriends, and it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying.
People that you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of you guys are birds. But but it's not your fault because you don't know you're being a bird because your man is making you look like a bird.
Yeah.
But honestly, like the way I go about it is like,
oh my God, I wish. I'm dying to know.
The way I go about it is like, how bad do I want to sleep with this person?
Right, as you
like,
should.
if I have like, cause sometimes it's like a high school crush or something like that, and you're like, okay. But then sometimes it's like this fucking asshole that's like, I have a girlfriend, but I want to have sex with you, and I'm just like, you can go suck my ass. Cause like, what, are you gonna take me out to dinner? are you gonna spend money on me?
Right.
And like, I not to have that mentality, but if you just want sex from me, I want money from you.
At least a meal.
Yeah.
Right. Not even a fucking meal. I want a meal. I want an experience.
Right.
Because I'm gonna forget about you, but like, I'm gonna take that experience with me, and I'm gonna be like, I had someone drop this on me, and maybe I did pop pussy, and maybe I didn't. That's up to me. Right. But I'm gonna make them spend money on me before I decide to do anything with them.
It's a choice, baby.
Especially if they have a girlfriend.
Period. I love that.
Right. So some of you guys need to be careful, though.
Yo.
You see, I wish I knew.
It's okay, bro.
I wish I knew too.
There's a lot among us that we don't know about.
There's a lot of. That's what I'm saying. Hello. I would just love to know, because I just hate when people are not themselves.
So like, when this happens to you, like, do you ever wonder, like, damn, like, I never would have thought that you would have been down for this, but
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, and at the end of the day, like, I'm a woman.
Exactly.
So I don't feel like it should be an issue having to come up to me and hit on me at all.
Right.
The only time it comes an issue, which is like, it should be an issue all around across the board, is if you have a girlfriend or a partner and you are knowingly chasing other people. That's when it comes to an issue. But the fact that, like, if you want to go and get at a trans woman, get at a hetero biological woman, or a trans man, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever you like, and it shouldn't matter. And especially like me being a trans woman, especially in Miami, like, I feel like in Miami, people are like, yes, you're a girl to a certain extent, which is not okay, because the moment I said I'm a woman and I am a trans woman, I identify as a trans woman, you need to address me as a woman.
Yep.
So I expect to be addressed as so.
Period.
And, and a lot of, like, the mentality is like, oh, she's trans. So, like, guys, no, like, if you like trans women, whatever the case may be.
Okay, that's a very,
there is guys that, want a chick with a dick. Because they like, yes. But there's guys that literally just like, no, it's all about, like, you're a person, and it's not what you have between your fucking legs, which is like another thing that you have to learn as you go with your transition. Like, who wants you for a genuine connection, and who wants you because what you have. A fetish. Exactly.
It's a fetish.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Some people just look at you as an object, just as a fantasy.
As a fantasy.
All the time.
And I've heard, like, really nasty stories. Like, people are just weirdos. And it goes across, like you said, it goes across the board. It's just weirdos in general. There's men, like Wendy, that they called our last guest. They called her, what was it? A pug. Fat ass white girl. So,
I would have fought. I would have fought.
Yeah, like, that's an actual category.
911. Yes, I would like to report a drug dealer. Yeah.
He scams too.
Like,
they want those. They're looking for those scammers.
I'm looking for a scammer. I'm looking for one. No, I'm not a
You heard it here, ladies.
Or a street pharmacist.
If you want to send in your application, send it over to Girlology inquiries at gmail.com.
I'm just looking for someone who wants to deal with all my mental issues.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. No, I don't have any mental issues. Just like, take care of me.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of manic episodes.
I'm a Sagittarius. What can I say? I'm a Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio. So what can I say?
Oh, her rise. That's a very chaotic chart.
Wait, the bronchitis cough right now. Stop.
A Scorpio rising?
Yes.
That's
Scorpio rising?
And she's a Cancer
moon?
I'm a whore, but an emotional whore.
It'd be like that.
That's insane.
It'd be like that, though.
Like, yeah.
I love you because, Scorpio.
Like, I can be a whore, but I'll show you emotion.
Yeah.
So that's important. Like, you won't just feel like I'm using you for sex, because I'll put emotions into it. But I will start ignoring your text messages.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just like a high ass as well. So.
Yo. I have a really bad habit.
So tell us a little bit about your edible business.
So do you want to know just about what I do?
Yeah, tell us about what you do. Go ahead.
So about a year and a half or a year and 8 months ago, me and then a friend helped me have a revelation. Especially after starting my hormones, my doctor was like, "You can't smoke anymore because blood clots." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die!" And like my friend was like, "You're gonna die," and I was like, "Okay, we need to stop smoking." So I needed to do edibles. But
you could die of smoking?
Well, especially when you're doing it on hormones, it can clog your blood clots and the heart. And
I was tripping the fuck
out.
out.
Yeah, death.
I was like, what? I'm reaching.
Dead. I know. And I was like, honestly, something's gonna kill me. So I'm gonna keep smoking, but I'm gonna make the edibles. So I made the edibles, and they turned out to be really good. And she suggested that I should sell them, and I was like, you're right. And I started doing it, and it took off.
Doctor?
No, my friend.
Oh,
my friend,
I'm
yeah.
like, what?
And it took off.
Like, trap, bitch, trap.
I did not expect it for it to take off like it did.
They're
Like,
good. I've had one.
Yeah. Everyone in this room has had a couple of my edibles, and we've all been in the same place, which is the coma.
They were good. They were good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very sad that I can't buy some right now.
Well, I'm actually going to be making this week some. Okay. Now that I'm in town, I want to be like, hey, you know, pop-up shop type thing. But, and then besides that, so I got let go from Amazon because of having COVID. So yeah, Amazon, you're a bitch.
Fuck you, Amazon.
Period.
Jeff, do you hear this?
Jeff
Bezos a bitch.
Jeff Embezzlement.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
coming for you and your little spaceship.
Yeah, bro. What's up with all that Botox, bitch?
He got Botox?
He did.
See that?
No
lo viste?
No te lo
Oye,
creo.
el logo se veía como un
Definitely.
little fucking Ken, Mr. Clean.
No, babe. Like, oh my God, it was so bad. Like, oh, so bad. Like,
Hi, Jeff.
you know, but
¿Quién te mandó?
so after I stopped working for them, I was like, I want to get my boobs done, and I can't have a job for like 3 months after because they need to heal. So I started doing OnlyFans.
Hey, that's right. You did start doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I did.
So tell us about that.
So tell us about that. First of all, I've always wondered because I mean, I would consider it, but
Right.
how do you like even like go about starting that? How did you do it?
There's a couple of steps. You know, if you're like me, I'm a very like shout out person. I don't go fuck. If you follow me, you're gonna see my fucking private parts and my ass or my titties, you know.
I love
And
that.
Tell
a lot of you like it because if you
Yeah.
didn't like it, you would not be following me still.
Right.
But besides that, yeah, there's a couple of steps to do it smartly.
You want to drop the OnlyFans?
Yeah, dude, please.
What is it?
It's Izzy _Summer SVMMIR.
Okay,
Hey.
please follow.
Follow that.
Yeah.
Every
Subscribe.
time-
I know it's E. Oh my God, my dyslexia snapped. I'm Cuban, guys. I mix my E's in my eyes. So
Be like that.
stop. Okay, so it's SVMME.
Yes, yeah, Samir. Is he Samir? Like, that's an interesting way to
Stop.
pronounce
Yeah,
that.
Izzy
I have
Summer.
dyslexia,
Izzy
too.
_Summer, and the summer instead of a U is with a V. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
I should just start saying it like that. Make everyone's life easier.
So how's it been for you? Like, is there a
It's
lot
been
of
good.
growth?
They pay off my tits already.
That's a fucking amazing.
Yeah, so they paid off my tits. You know,
That's
one
amazing.
thing I will say is a lot of, especially in Miami, I have experienced a couple of like companies that like there's like a lot of, especially with like a lot of these girls that want to start doing OnlyFans that have a very good amount of following. They get approached by these companies and this and that. Just be careful with them. A lot of these companies, they don't know what the fuck
What
they're
kind
doing.
of companies?
What do you
though?
mean?
Management companies, and it's basically a mom and pop shop that like took out a fucking license and say that they're a management company, which they don't know how to fucking manage anyone.
Manage what?
But
Like,
yeah,
They're supposed to manage your OnlyFans and like, you know, manage
there's
your
ma-
account.
There's like
promote-
licenses for that?
I guess allegedly. So they're supposed to like, you know,
it's a scam.
right? It is Miami.
Scam
Welcome.
likely.
So
Yeah.
they're supposed to like, you know, like generate followers for you and all this stuff and like a natural way where it's not bought or anything.
Organic growth.
Right. So
You
apparently
can do that at home.
So this is what I experienced being trans, you know, and dealing with a management company, especially from Miami. They don't know what the fuck they're doing and they don't know how to manage a trans girl.
So you worked with.
I lost
them.
money. Like I'm not gonna say anything or any names, and like don't quote me on this. Allegedly, I lost money.
Okay,
So allegedly, I lost money, and
but how did you lose?
because
money?
my account was steady increasing every month by a certain percentage, and when that alleged certain company took over, the receipts were just not adding up.
So
were not.
let me get this. So there's specific companies that claim that they...
And don't get me wrong, they might work for like heterosexual girls that like already have a following, so they promote each other on their accounts, because that's what they mostly do. I'm pretty sure they're stealing
their money too, because I'm pretty sure they're stealing their money too.
So right, well, I don't know, like from my experience, I'm talking from my experience, right. But like I'm sure for them, like for example, like you get girls that already have 40K, and then they have another girl that has like 10K, so they got the 40K promoting for the 10K. You got me? Okay. So it works easier for heterosexual girls, especially in Miami. Every girl like you that has a fat ass is gonna have 10K. Right. Less to that. Right. But you know, for a trans girl, especially like in Miami, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So like they had me asking me to like go and message certain accounts. What the fuck? On my own, and I'm like, I'm paying you to do this. Yeah, why should I message accounts? Why do you need to work? Why do I need to do this? So it was just, and then it was just not a good experience, but you know, we're working on that. Okay. But I love doing OnlyFans. I love how I can build a personal connection with my subscriber. Okay. Which is like they can get more interactive. It's just like it's a cool experience. More money. Yeah, because like you know, you want to see me looking good, you want to see me happy, spend money on me. You want my time, spend money on me.
Exactly. And you have to be good at that. You have to be a personality. Like you bring money when you have personality.
Exactly. And and one thing that really does bothers me is like these girls that are on a pedestal, or they put themselves in a pedestal, and then they talk down on girls who do sex work. Yes. But it's like, baby, you built your career off sex work. Right. So maybe we should like take a step back, like realize what you're doing and humble yourself. Yeah, baby, because you're selling yourself right now through what? Through sex. But if you think and let me just tell you, your other side hustles are really not doing
We're constantly
it's mostly
selling
your
ourselves.
ass that's getting the pictures.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're not doing OnlyFans, but sweetie, you're selling yourself on IG
somehow
for free. For free.
You're selling yourself on OnlyFans, or you're selling yourself to your job for a certain hourly rate or a salary that because you're selling yourself for that.
Right. Shit. I mean, like,
that's what we do every single. Even when, like, think about it, we're constantly selling ourselves.
Of course, even when we're modern day slaves.
Exactly. Even when we're trying to approach somebody like that we want to get to know, we're basically selling ourselves. When you're trying to get a job, you're selling yourself.
Yeah, constantly. It's constantly like how you're gonna market yourself.
Exactly.
Especially if you want to get anywhere.
Right. Exactly. And I also think it's really, really whack when like men are like, "Oh, this bitch has OnlyFans. She sells herself."
Loser.
Talking about
those be the first men. Like, those be the first men that are like, "Oh, you have OnlyFans," but like, I'll low key let you shoot with me, and I'm just like, "You're a fucking clown. Yeah. You're a fucking clown. That's what you are."
You're a clown.
And then they
maybe I'll use you for content.
And they want to talk shit about women that have OnlyFans and just be like, "I wouldn't be with someone with an OnlyFans." Like, even the girls with no OnlyFans don't want to be with you.
But you're willing to make content with someone that has an OnlyFans for free, because you're not gonna get cut off from that. Best believe. No.
I hate men like that.
No man getting cut off from my OnlyFans.
I just feel like
if I'm sucking your dick, you should already. If I'm sucking your dick on my OnlyFans, you should be paying me. Like,
this sex so good.
I'm not gonna cut you from my fucking OnlyFans so you can make a buck out of me. No, bitch, I'm sucking your dick. And the reason why it looks so good is because I have a camera on me. Because you best believe as soon as the camera goes off, I'm doing mediocre shit because you're not worth it.
Type shit, bitch.
Fuck that. It's all for my viewers and my fans.
I'm an actress, baby.
I do it for my fans and my viewers.
Even if you're recording and I'm not doing it for OnlyFans, I'm gonna show out for the camera. Because
I'm gonna use that eventually for something.
Better send airdrop that shit.
Look up.
I mean, gets on a plane, airdrops my fucking dick sucking video. Who want it? I'm kidding. I'm terrible. I've never done that.
Yo, so where are you now? Like, how much have you grown your OnlyFans? Like,
I've grown a pretty good percentage to be someone who started on my own from nothing. I'm pretty good. Like, I have a good amount of subscribers. I have a good amount of like fans that I love interacting with, and I mostly promote through Twitter and Reddit. So my Twitter is
I found your Twitter before.
Stop. I have. Well, it's not that hard to find, especially when I be retweeting my own
you'll be retweeting
shit.
that shit.
Because I look hot.
Bitch. You're going off.
I be turning myself on. I be like, damn.
I want to see.
No. Izzy _Summer.
Suelta y sin vaguna. Salvaje.
Me encanta. Double hand twist, had sitting on a cloud.
Double hand cock twist with the motherfucking tongue, bitch. That was a bar.
There's a song that goes double hand twist, got him sitting on a cloud. Shout out Mulatto or Lotto now.
People are gonna think I am a fucking whore. No, you know what? Now because of this podcast, people are actually gonna think I suck dick for free weed.
Nah, listen.
No.
Which I don't.
Listen, baby.
Sweetie, the price just went up here. After this.
Hey, after this one, prices.
They just keep going up. They've
been up for a while.
Exactly. And after it's.
Oh, no, I live in New York. Like, yeah.
You can't even catch me.
Right. Like, are you buying a flight over there?
Yeah,
like,
type
what
shit.
Are you doing?
And if you are, you got money. That means you're trying to spend.
Not really. Like, flights to New York are $67. Don't play yourself.
We should go.
We should, bitch.
Don't play yourself. If you're flying yourself out to New York, okay, good for you.
Okay.
Like, but what are you going to do when you fly yourself out there with me?
Exactly.
Right.
Type shit.
But I don't want anyone to think like it's all about money. But if you're just using me for my body and what I have between my legs, it is about money.
It is. It is.
So tell us about some of the challenges that you faced as a trans woman.
Girl, starting hormones, being able to start hormones, everything's a challenge when you're a trans woman.
So you started doing that here in Miami. Was it
I
difficult since like the healthcare system here is a lot different than New York?
I was lucky. I was able to one of my friends, which I love her to death, and thanks to her, I am where I am. My baby, that's my mother, Miss Christina.
Christina.
Yes, I love her so much. Because of her, I'm able to be myself right now because she helped me start everything that I needed. Like everything. I was able to go. Fort Lauderdale has more accessible healthcare to us than Miami. Miami, basically, you can go to the U or free clinic. Yeah.
That's
the
nothing. Basically.
Well, the U is like it's a little bit more bougie and you have to have health insurance and all this stuff.
Yeah, but it's more expensive, right?
Yeah. But like the doctors are gonna sit down with you and are gonna talk to you about like certain things and stuff like that you do need to like that make you feel like safer. At least in my experience. Like I know other girls that have gone to free clinics and it's like a little bit more rougher.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I go to a free clinic and I'm roughed around, so.
Oh shit. I've never been to one, but you know,
girl, you know, we have a joke in the office that we just like sometimes you gotta just let me know if you're trying to go to the.
Oh my god.
That's a joke in the office. Like if you gotta go to the then bitch, we gotta go. We could cry after.
Yeah. Like everything is just like being a trans woman. Like a lot of like I have had a couple of friends. I've had the honor for them to like kind of come out to me, and it's really like it's nice, but sometimes it's like a lot of pressure because you're like, okay, fuck, like. Are they gonna be able to handle it? Be able to handle the whole situation because like once you come out as trans, like you have to be aware that like there is so much things that come with being trans. Unfortunately, you know, we should just be able to be like, I'm trans. This is me. Take it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Accept it.
Unfortunately, it's not like that, and a lot of girls deal with other different experiences. From me, like for me, I have to say that I have been very lucky and blessed with my transitioning. I've had a very accepting crowd. I've had a very accepting like family, and I've had a group to guide me or a friend to guide me. A lot of girls don't go through that, and then like it comes with like the whole passable and all this stuff. Luckily, like the way I did it, which I did it in a way that made me comfortable, was I want to be as the most passable as possible when I come out as trans, so I get less judged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't want to be like people. I didn't want to have to explain myself to people on why I am identifying as a woman while I have a full face of beard. You know.
But like, my thing is, why do people think that they deserve an explanation?
Because it's Miami.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's the United States. I think it's society in total. I think. Because you go to different places and people still, you know, question.
Well, luckily I have been able to travel around, and the less southern the state gets, the more open it gets, which is really nice. But you know, Miami has a really terrible fucking perspective when it comes to like.
Just imagine.
It's because disgusting. People here are mad ignorant.
Yes,
like,
and then they're just so driven by like social media and such standards that it's so like. I just don't
it's
even want to get
disgusting.
into that.
It's disgusting.
It's
a whole episode in itself that we discuss that clout is a disease, and not even the clout. It's just materialistic and superficial thinking. And
everybody is trying to play a part.
I've gone through
We've all gone through
which,
it.
like, I felt like at a certain point, I had to wear a certain thing and dress a certain way. And if I wasn't buying designer, or if I wasn't wearing designer, like, what are you doing? And it's like, yes, I can sit here and buy all this designer, but like, I have done it, and it's
feel empty inside.
I'm still gonna feel empty. Like, it's not like it's all these like labels and all this shit. Like, all these girls here, and I see it, and it's like these girls go and put down another girl, like. I saw this tweet the other day, and it was like this girl with a YSL bag, and I saw that, and she was like, "Not this girl." But
they were sisters, apparently.
Oh, whatever. But she was like, "Not this girl saying that we have the same bag or our bags are the same." And it's like, babe, you have a YSL. You know, it goes on sale twice a year, right?
Yeah.
So like, you're buying discount fucking bags. What are you doing? Like, don't go after someone for buying a bag that's not name brand when you're still buying your bags that are fucking. They go on sale.
You can
get your fucking bag if you really wanted to for less than $600.
Exactly.
So shut the fuck up. Like, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, now I am gonna come after you. If you want to be that bitch, I will be that bitch, because I can read a bitch and I can.
Right.
You know.
Period. That's my opinion on that. Is
and we can go at it, and we can see who has the best style and who has the best things.
And affordable. Ooh, right, I love when a bitch tries to like get, because I like to wear my. Listen, I wear my Shein outfits, and who the fuck is gonna tell me?
Baby, I got red for that. Tell me how. Yeah, I got red for that. They were like, not you, and it's Forever 21 dress, and I was like, I know Forever 21 dress, but I'm still going a dinner paid for that you can't go to.
But my thing is,
and it's not a promoter dinner, baby. This is an actual dinner that I'm going to, and it's getting paid for in my Forever 21 dress.
Exactly.
With my Louis Vuitton bag and my Giuseppe Sonati heels.
Period. I don't even give a fuck if you're wearing a $3 top, $10 pants, and $5 shoes. Like, if I look better than you in your designer, which I will, 9 times out of 10. It doesn't. I don't give a shit. You could go toe to toe with me, but my style.
So many people wear design. It doesn't even look good.
It doesn't even look
good. They look ugly.
I've committed a few designer crimes where I've like I've layered designers on top of designers, which they don't look bad, but you know, like, it's a whole thing with like, oh, it's 2 different designers. But besides that, like, if you want to go and thrift, because I'm the first one that's gonna go and wear a full thrifted outfit. Thrifting
is like,
it's not even. What I hate is the Depop bitches with thrifting now. Exactly. That's what I hate.
Now it's become like cool to do, and it's like I've been thrifting for so long.
I love hand-me-downs. I'm someone that grows. I grow emotional attachments to clothes, so I love hand-me-downs. I feel like they tell a story. Like, even if it's from like my best friend, whatever the case may be. Like, I have stole clothes from my best friend that like I've had for 7+ years. Same. And it's like a big baggy shirt that I'll put on with like some cute little shorts, and it's like cute. I love it because it tells a memory, it tells a story. I love hand-me-downs and thrifting, and like it all just depends how you accessorize. Like, I'm big on accessorizing. Yes, like, you can wear a fucking thrifted outfit, just like, you know, accessorize good, and it doesn't even have to be a designer accessory. Yes. I have my preferred options where like I'd rather wear like a certain bag, but like there's girls here that are killing it, and they don't even have. They're doing it way better than half of you girlies that wear designer and y'all looking mixed match as fuck. When these girls are wearing Shein and are fucking it up. Like, what? These girls on there, beautiful. They look so good that I'm there like, where did you get this?
Yes.
Shein. I'm like, I'm on it. Like, I fucking love it. Yes.
Me, every time someone asks me like, you look so good, where'd you get? I'm like, Shein, girl. So I'm gonna make this shit work. And my little bag, Shein. Everything, all that, baby. Oh, my shoes, Miss Lola. You know, I like the those like little websites on IG that you find that they're super fucking cute.
Stop! I'm so scared to shop from those.
No, I shop like
this bitch. Esta, she be like, oh, I can't really do it because I just got like I just ordered this. You know, I need an outfit for.
I'm like that too though. I'm that type of girl that needs an outfit for every occasion.
occasion. And so I did this thing where I don't know. One time I told them I fucking ordered 26 pairs of sunglasses. I think it was like 10 or 26 or something.
20,
and
26?
10 or 26. That's a big gap.
That's a big gap. That is a big gap.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
That is a big gap.
What the fuck?
I don't know how much it was, but the next day they had like an intervention. Do you remember that? They had an intervention for me.
Justin has tried to have so many interventions
like,
with my
I
shopping,
think you have a shopping
and it just
problem, and
doesn't
I'm like,
work.
no, I don't have a shopping problem.
Because like you know why his
like you
intervention.
try to fill your void in the shopping.
Yeah,
It's kind of true though.
I don't think I try to.
Yeah, I mean sometimes
his interventions don't work because I literally sit there and I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know, I agree. And I will sit there and be like, you're so right, Justin. And I'll cry about it and everything. And then like the next day I'm like, hey, like, so do you like this? And he's like, are you fucking kidding me, you fucking manic ass bitch? We just talked about how you're spending money on stupid shit.
I'm in denial. I'm like, I don't have anything.
And I'm like, but babe, that was yesterday. And today's a new day and I need this outfit.
I'm rich, bitch.
No, I'm rich on a budget.
It's
Rich on a budget, yeah.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
So, when it comes to dating, when do you feel as it is the right time to disclose your trans identity?
Oh, I tell everyone I'm a tranny.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say that. If you're not trans, you're not allowed to say that. But yeah,
but
no.
You are trans,
wait,
though.
Okay, so I am trans, so I'm allowed to say
exactly.
it. But like, I'm just
making
spreading awareness.
Tell the camera. Tell the camera.
You're not allowed to say it if you're not a tranny. If you're not trans. Fuck, I'm sorry. So I actually no, I'm being like I'm lying. So when I disclose my trans identity is after they buy me the first drink.
After you paid for that shit. Where's the card?
No, after
pay
the,
for that
and
shit.
then girls, never let him buy the drink without you seeing it. Always follow him to the bar and watch him buy your drink. Yes, because we don't need to get raped and we don't need him to find out you got a dick when he's raping us. So we don't need that.
Yes.
So always you always be mindful. And so, yeah, I disclose after they buy me the first drink because I'm already putting this work in. Like, if I'm talking to you and all this shit, you're going to buy me a drink. And then I'm going to tell you I'm trans.
Do you feel it's necessary to say it?
Yeah, of course. I do. I do because I'm not trying to get murdered by some loser.
Yes.
Now that you mentioned that, so I actually read that the lifespan of a transgendered person is like around 35 years old.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fucking crazy. How does that make you feel?
So sad.
It triggers me because like, why can I not be myself? Because okay, you know why it triggers me? It triggers me because half of the time that these girls get murdered is because of a partner that was closeted and certain stuff happened where he feared that she was gonna expose him, and that's when they get murdered.
Yes,
that's when they get murdered,
or whatever happens.
Wow.
Yeah,
like
that's how I feel like half of the time it has been.
Honestly, though, I think it's kind of crazy.
It's so sad. It's sad.
Just because somebody has already disclosed to you something that is already a big experience, a very different experience than anybody else would even think of. Because it's not just, okay, I wake up one day and I just decide that this is going to happen. You know, it's a process.
Yeah.
So you're already going through all these traumatic experiences, even getting to that point to then deal with people that you can't even be honest to or straight up to just because they themselves don't accept themselves. Like, you don't accept yourself and then you're taking it out on me to the point that you're willing to take my life.
Yeah,
you know,
it's hate. It's hate.
So I always make sure like that I just don't like the whole fear of like, oh my God, now I have to disclose my identity to this person. Like, so one thing that like is big, or at least like I experienced, which was dating in Tinder or online dating. Ooh. So I am very
talked about that in our last podcast.
So I'm very open about my sexuality and who I am and what I like identify as. So, but unfortunately, a lot of the guys are very shallow. This man, they might as well be cavemen. And they just, you know, they see a pair of boobs, a pretty face, a pretty smile, and they don't care to read a bio. So a lot of the things that, like, bothers me is, like, when they don't take time to read the bio, and it's like, hey, I am a trans woman, and they're there literally full-on spitting game. We actually have a connection, And they're like, and I'm like, hey, did you read my bio? I'm trans. Just to make sure, because I always say it a second time.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, you're beautiful, but I'm just not into that. And it's like, why are you wasting my fucking time?
Yeah.
Read my fucking bio.
Like, but like, it goes back to what you said, which is, at the end of the day, I am a woman.
But, you know, yes, at the end of the day, I am a woman, and everyone should everyone should respect how I identify. But at the end of the day, you know, you are into what you're into.
Yeah.
Because just like you're
but
into...
does Nikita Dragon do this? Like,
well, I can't speak for her.
Right,
so,
you're right.
You know. But, like, just like you're into a certain thing, like, other people are into a certain thing. And that's totally fine. Just, like... Be conscious. Be aware. Read fucking bios. Read the fucking
The other day I saw
Don't tell me I have a fat ass pussy when you know I don't have a fat ass pussy and you know I'm tugged.
But that pussy's so fat though.
And a grip.
No, but the other day I saw a video of Nikita that it was like her like actually like crying about the fact that that's a guy, like I think it was on TikTok. She was getting help by some guy, like
I saw that. Which that incident was kind of disgusting. Like what that guy did, and you can tell it was all like a social media plot. Yeah, because like he was kind of doing it to get attention from like male followers and all that stuff, which is like stupid as fuck. Because he did all of that for no reason. Yeah, he did all that for no reason, especially like when that was like her friend allegedly and all this stuff. So I just think like it's none of your business. That's why I do have an issue with a lot of people that I went to high school with, because like if you're not gonna respect me who I am now, why the fuck are you referring me to the person I was when you know who I am now?
Right.
You follow me on social media, you know how I feel because you see my tweets. You see how you see my posts on Instagram. You see how I post stuff on my story about trans women and the trans community or the LGBT community. So why the fuck you coming for me? Because I will read you.
So now that we're talking about the things that you tweet, so like I know the other day you tweeted, actually a couple of weeks ago, and this is how we even began talking about interviewing you. You tweeted about your stalker and about the story. So I kind of want to know a little bit of background on that. She's like, I gotta finish the drink. Wait. Pour yourself some more. Hold up. Let me pour you up.
So before I start,
take another sip if you want.
So before I start speaking about my stalker and everything that happened with that, I just want to disclose that like I will not be saying who this person is.
Okay.
I will be not.
That's fine. Not NDA.
Their identity is not in jeopardy because of this podcast. Okay. I will take this shit to the grave. But yes. Yeah. Okay.
How did it start? How did it start? Was someone you dated? Is someone you hooked up with? And it turned, because I've had a stalker myself, so.
Well, I have had a few, but this is like the best one.
Okay. So.
You know who you are. You know I love that. I'm kidding though. You got weird towards the end. But okay, so it started off like, so this person is someone that like allegedly is a friend of mine, a friend of our group, someone that knows us, you know, someone we grew up with, we partied with, who dated like the same, like my homegirls, you know. Apparently this person had a crush on me. Ooh, wow. So this person developed the crush on me, and it was okay, that's totally fine, you know. Yeah. But being where he comes from, being the whole stigma, he decided that the best way to approach it was, let me make a fake profile and catfish this person into finessing them for my nudes. So he finessed me for my nudes, which I'm a fucking dumb bitch. I'm gonna admit it. I'm a dumb bitch.
Okay, but we all make mistakes. But this is
because honestly, like,
someone went through
have my
all
nudes.
of this.
I don't give a fuck.
This is intense. So you went through all of this.
So he finessed me for my nudes and then held my nudes over my head for about 4 years.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so he would be like, because this is before I thought about starting OnlyFans, doing sex work. So he was like, basically, if you don't do this, I'm gonna expose you. And if you don't do this, I'm gonna like blast your nudes and this and that. So I was like on edge. This guy, so he wanted me to send my friend's nudes to him, because if he had my friend's nudes, he knew that I wouldn't say anything about him and I wouldn't expose him, because I care more about my friends than
Did you ever do
what
it?
a psychopath.
No. Why the fuck would I send him my friend's nudes? Like,
Right.
I'd rather him expose me than having that over my head.
So how did he
like,
start
my
stalking
friend's
you?
nudes got leaked because of me.
Right.
So it was through Twitter. It was kind of funny. I feel like a dumb bitch talking about this because
No. We need to know the details.
Okay, so he catfished me. He got.
So
He
who did he
the
pretend to
catfish.
be? Who did he pretend to be? Bryson Tiller?
Bitch,
No,
no, you didn't. Get out of here.
He told you he was Bryson Tiller?
No. Wait.
There's no way.
I knew who Bryson Tiller was by name. I didn't know him by image because this, mind you, this is when just Bryson Tiller came out as like an artist.
So this man had a Bryson Tiller picture.
So what was his name?
And
What
I
was
was
his
like, oh
name?
my God, this beautiful light skin. But mind you, I wasn't into Bryson Tiller, so I didn't know this was like pictures that like, he had taken any of this. So he has like a picture of like a side profile and like you see some tattoos and I'm like, okay, he's like a really handsome light skin. And then he sent out some other pictures. Listen, I'm pretty good at telling catfish, but these pictures were good. Pictures were good because I sent a pussy pic. I don't have a pussy, so like get the hint.
Right.
You know, I sent a pussy pic, right? And it was like the worst mistake I made because he held this pussy pic over me for years. And the only reason why he had so much power was because I hadn't shaved when I sent this pussy pic. If it would have been a smooth pussy pic, this man would not have never fucked me.
She dropped the F-bomb.
Okay, no, let's start. I really want to know the story. So it went So
he catfished you on Twitter.
He used your nudes over your head. Okay, then where it elevates to that, like, do you continue? You obviously like this guy.
Okay, so like eventually, like I figure out that like obviously it's not fucking Bryson Tiller. Obviously, it's not fucking Bryson Tiller, and thankfully, one of my friends helped me realize that because I was like, "Yo, I'm talking to this cute ass guy,"
and then it's Bryson fucking Tiller.
That's like a me and you thing, like, Melba. I don't think this is like,
babe. It was the funniest shit ever. Like she was like, I was like, "Yo, I'm talking to this cute ass guy," and she's like, "Who is it?" I was like, "I got you. I'm gonna send you a picture." I sent her a picture. She's like, "Babe, this is Bryson Tiller." I was like, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean?
Yo,
What do you mean? And
what do you mean
like,
you're talking to
Bryson?
Bryson
Tiller, and I was like,
but
what? No, this is not Bryson Tiller. Like he's cute. You know, he has a.
Don't play with me. Don't be dishonest.
Right. And I was like, oh, wait. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting catfished.
That's when you found out you were being catfished.
Yeah. And then after that, he started holding it over my head, and then you just like threatened me. So then my logic behind all of this, okay, so like eventually went on for so long that like he kept wanting to meet up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get my nudes back. I was like, I'm gonna fucking meet up with this guy and I'm gonna go karate chop a kid on this bitch and
get
you know nudes. Get my nudes back, whatever, smash his phone, whatever. So then I was like, I'm gonna do this, you know. We met up. He pulled up with a fucking ski mask.
No, you didn't.
A ski mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a ski mask.
Sister, the story gets interesting.
No, babe, the story is like a fucking roller coaster. Okay, he pulled up with a ski mask, and I was like not with it, but I was so with it.
Yeah,
no, like I was.
I've had sex with a guy that just decided to put on a fucking my sneaky link. He just decided to try it.
I would put on a ski mask
on him.
So hot.
And I was like, I just turned around and he had a ski mask, and I was like, okay,
if you haven't done this is your sign to fuck your girl with a fucking ski mask. Role play that shit, because believe me, they want it.
I'm getting robbed. Throw it back. I'm getting robbed. Throw it back. I'm throwing it back.
If she's submissive, believe me, she wants it. Just ask for permission, though. Consent is everything.
My sneaky link did not ask for permission, but I just went with it. Guy went with it.
But she liked it, though.
I was like, okay, future. Mask on.
Slump God.
Oh, that's yeah.
So are you still like, you know, in communication?
Well, do you want me to finish?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so like it's a 4-year relationship, guys. We had a situationship, you know. Yeah. So okay, we met up. Ski mask. I was like, I'm gonna pull the ski mask out. I'm gonna get this phone. I'm gonna do this. Nah, we just ended up fucking. It was like one of the best sex I had.
Amazing.
No, it was terrible.
But so but
because I didn't find out whose identity it was. I had sex with someone with a ski mask, and he was still a stranger.
Bitch.
Yeah.
So when did you see his face?
4 years later.
So you never saw him?
No, and we fucked like multiple times throughout like each year.
Were you
like,
shocked?
He was always wearing a ski mask.
Yeah. And it was hot.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yo.
It was hot. It was hot at first. And okay, so I found out last time we met, we finally like I was like, dude, I'm not gonna go hang out with you. Like, this is weird. It's been 4 years. Like, I'm too grown for this shit. I don't want to expose you. Like, I don't need to expose you. So eventually it ended up getting to a point where he was like, yeah, no, like, you're right. We hung out. Still pulled up with a ski mask. I got pissed and I was like, I'm not doing anything with you while you're wearing a ski mask. He showed me who he was.
Were you shocked?
No, I didn't recognize him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I know.
okay.
I was so pissed. I was like, damn,
all
that that animosity for 4 years to just not recognize you. Like, I wanted to, like, I thought it was like I was waiting for like Zac Efron or some shit like behind that man. Right. Like, that was like my childhood crush. So I was like, no.
Got you.
He took off that mask and I was like, okay.
Was he cute?
Yeah. God, I wouldn't have fucked him for 4 years if he wasn't cute.
Okay, but you never saw his face.
Okay, no, but like he's fucking. You're not stupid, but you are fucking stupid. You showed like half of your face like the whole fucking time. But I just didn't put the two together. Because he's fucking me. He's hitting the G spot. I don't give a fuck about your face. I'm caring about fucking my nut. Like my nut is coming through.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. Fuck your face. I'm coming.
Oh,
right. So
I gotta do.
Right. I didn't give a fuck.
Story is so good.
I know. I'm the worst FBI agent because I go in for a mission and I get Stockholm syndrome. Yeah.
You did what you had to do.
But yeah, eventually, like, he showed me and then I didn't recognize him. And then eventually, like,
He was in love, let me tell you.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck the case may be, but like 4 years, he felt something.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But yeah, I put things together once I got home and I was like, okay. So then I figured out who it was and then that's it. Like, it was nice. Like, but now I'm just like,
going. But how did?
Well, I moved to New York. This is like literally the week before moving to New York. So
shit.
Yeah,
so this was
recent. So once I found
out,
out,
you found out like 3 months ago,
right, girl? Girl, this is an interesting battle.
But how was he your stalker?
Because he knew everything I was doing because he hanged out with the same girl.
Damn. Let's not even.
So like, if I was at Centro and he was at Centro, he knew what I was doing. Who else shaking us on?
You would just message me.
Yeah, if my friends would post me on their story, like if I was at the strip club with my friends, he would be like, "You look good shaking your ass."
Damn, like that.
Yeah, and then my pussy would
get wet.
Cut that out. Can you?
No, we're leaving that one. We're leaving that. We're leaving that.
You did a good job. He did a good job. He really did. He.
That's a real stalker.
Yeah, it was kind of hot. I'm like mad unstable. Cheers to that. I'm a ride, baby. I'm a roller coaster. The Hulk.
The Hulk, baby. Yeah. Islands of Adventure.
Double up in that shit. Double up and all.
Yo,
I like that crazy shit too, though.
Shit. No, but honestly, though, like, thank you so much for being on our podcast. Like, I think
it's
been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me.
Honestly, it's been a long time motherfucking coming. Like,
yeah, it's so exciting.
I'm so glad that you came down from New York and we were able to do this. Shout out to Something Divine Studios for allowing us to host
thank you for having
podcast.
Us.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Ellie. Shout out to us.
Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Izzy.
Justin's my manager for the night. Thank
you. Thank you guys for just listening to us talk our shit.
Honestly, this is
I hope you enjoyed it. And if like there's any other questions you need, you can hit me up. If you're a tranny, hit me up.
Plug yourself in right now. Tell them your Twitter. Tell them your Instagram handle. Go ahead.
My Instagram and Twitter are basically the same thing. Izzy_Svmmers with a V.
Yes. Summers with an E, not an I.
Subscribe
yeah, I'm Cuban, so my dyslexia be really going off.
No, but we wish you the best on your endeavors in New York. We hope that you
come back
being yourself, and then you come back and tell us more about what your story.
Well, whenever you guys want me back, I'm down to come. I love a woman-driven fucking podcast.
Yes.
It's time we have this. Like, it's
Yes.
nice. Like, fuck all these man-driven podcasts.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Let's
women talk our shit.
We love the girls.
Right, the girls.
The girls.
New York loves the girls. That's why I moved over there.
We love the girls and the gays.
I love
the
faggots. You never piss off the fucking gays.
Yo, you don't. You don't. Remember, all you female rappers, you wouldn't be here without the gay community. Yep. And that's all I'm gonna say, because a lot of you bitches love to but you don't support the gay community, and the gay community is what got you here.
That's a motherfucking fact.
Because the city girls wouldn't be here without them.
Period. And that's true.
Period.
That's true.
But thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode
Thank
5. Episode 6 coming soon. Shout out once again, Something Divine Studios.
Cheers, sister.
We love y'all. Peace out.
Love you.
Bye.